How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great, great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, well, thanks for writing us. I already see the patient right here, right?
This hill here, yes.
Yes.
So my wife and I, we built this house about a year ago.
Okay.
And we have this beautiful side yard, as you can see.
Yeah.
And we built a beautiful fire pit that we've started to enjoy. But unfortunately, it's very difficult to get down to.
Right.
And that's something that we've had a lot of issues with. As I'll show you right here, there's a couple of videos of me actually falling down this hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
very painful.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm surviving right now.
Okay.
So that is something I'd like to avoid going forward. So what we're hoping to do here is find a safer way to get down.
All right, well, it's something we can fix, and I do have a couple ideas, so let me show you.
Let's do it.
All right. So here's our step.
Okay.
Now, there are two different ways we can do this.
Yep.
To my left, we already know how steep that is.
Yes, we do.
Right? So if we cut into that hill right there, from the bottom to the top, we're probably gonna end up with 8 or 9 steps, which is quite a climb, especially if you have something in your hands like burgers and hot dogs.
Yes.
We would have to pour a footing, then build the step, so a lot of work. And once we got done with the steps, we'd have to add a rail, so another expense.
Okay.
Second way that we could do it is right here. So you can see this slope. This slope actually coincides with your doorway up top, so it might be just an easier flow. And this is gonna be a much easier build. We can take this beautiful piece of granite right here, you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, this is New Hampshire's finest. We have a bunch of those, so we can kill this slope just inserting these pieces of granite into that hill and get out that way. What do you think of that?
I think that sounds great. It's gonna look beautiful.
All right. Okay, so first we have to dig. Then we have to do some gravel work, and then we put the tread on that. But let's get started with the shovels.
Let's do it.
All right, Pete. So the first thing we're gonna do with the first step is locate it. So this stone wants to face that fire pit because we're gonna twist around this little walk, and that's what we wanna face because that's where we're going. So if you hold the tape, that stone is 40 inches.
All right.
So I'm just gonna do a rough little spray.
Okay.
This represents our dig area.
Okay.
Again, facing that fireplace, so I like that. Time for shovels right now, Pete.
All right.
You can have a long handle.
All right.
I'll take the short. See that right there, Pete?
I do.
That's clay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're down to clay, which is solid stuff. Take this out. We still want to go a little bit deeper.
How deep are we gonna dig here?
So I normally like to go at least 12 inches,
Okay.
just because I want to get the gravel in for drainage. So Pete, that looks to be about 12 inches. Do you mind getting that hand tamper?
Absolutely.
But you can see this clay is really flattening out very nicely. We want to make sure we're working off a base that's as solid as possible. And again, lucky enough to have clay below, which packs very nicely. So let's dump this crushed stone. Just gonna go right there and flip it up. Spread that out with your flat shovel.
Got it.
Excellent. What I'm going to want to do next is compact.
And what are we putting this crushed stone down for, Mark?
So the crushed stone is going to be twofold for us. Number one, and most importantly, it's going to be drainage.
Okay.
But number two, it's going to act as our foundation. That's why we want to compact it as much as possible.
Got it.
See how I threw that a little?
Yeah. And just same thing, level it out.
Level it out. And you should put us right where we want to be. That's simple, Pete. Now we're ready for the stone.
All right.
Stone's gonna go in the hole, but we left this dirt here for a purpose. We're gonna take this granite, we're gonna go on top of the dirt, we're gonna reevaluate, but we also wanna give our chance to catch our breath,
Okay.
get some leverage, bend our knees, which is super important. Never hurt my back, it's because I always bend my knees. So take the stone, flip it forward, get under it, go right to the dirt. We're gonna roll this down.
Okay.
This is the bottom,
Okay.
and then we're gonna flip it in.
You got it.
All right, so there we go. Again, take another breather. I'm gonna get down,
Okay.
keeping my fingers under it. And I'm gonna go right in and drop her down.
Beautiful.
I don't think that could have gone any better, Pete. Whew. So Pete, I'll take the 2-footer. Excellent. All right, Pete, so look at that bubble. And you can see that I'm pitching the stone frontwards. That means the water's gonna drain that way.
Okay.
And when I go this way, I'm trying to do the same thing. You can see the bubble leaning this way, which means I'm pitching that way.
And why are we pitching toward the hill this side?
So it's a call that we're making right on the spot because I'm noticing our surroundings. You can see the hill over here. Yep. That's gonna wanna take the water and bank it out. If I go this way, it might get caught right here, okay, build up, become ice. So that's the reason we chose that.
Awesome. And what's left for this stone? Are we doing anything else here?
So we're gonna do nothing here. We're gonna do the rest of the stones. That way we're gonna leave this as is. And if we have to move it around to adjust, it'll be free and easy. At the end, we'll come and backfill all the stones at once.
Sounds good.
All right, let's get going, Pete. All right, Pete, once you get in.
You got it.
Couple taps just to lock her down.
Okay.
All right, next step. We're looking good. Now we can backfill. Great. And that's going to help lock this stone in. Second to last step, we're going to put down this fabric paper. So if you grab one end.
You got it.
And kind of line me up. Just throw a little rock on top of it for now. Piece of steel. Next one is behind you, Pete.
You got it. So Mark, what are we putting these down for?
Very typical when you're doing landscape. You put this down before you put the mulch down, or in our case, the gravel. But this is going to keep the weeds from coming up.
Okay.
So Pete, we're just gonna nail in this stake, pretty heavy duty stake. That's just gonna keep our fabric paper in place. All right, let's get some stone.
Let's get it.
So right up to the edge of the driveway.
All right. Just rake this out, Mark?
Yes, Pete.
All right.
So I'm thinking this is gonna be gravel all the way down, and it's gonna match the side door, and it's gonna match the front entry, so.
That's perfect.
All right, Pete, what do you think?
I think this came out beautifully, Mark.
All right, great. I'm real happy myself, but I am gonna lead you with a little bit of homework. You can see that dirt patch?
Yes.
Throw a little seed, no problem over there. But up here, you know, especially when you have company, hard hill to navigate. So if you plant a row of bushes all the way across the driveway here and then maybe loop this corner, that's gonna direct the company into this walkway Flows nicely down into the backyard and right to the fire pit.
I like that idea.
All right, great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming to New Hampshire and helping out with these stairs. It looks awesome.
Well, thank you for having me, Pete. I had a ball, and I love New Hampshire, so.
Absolutely. You want to go sit by the fire?
Yeah, let's go over and check it out.
Let's do it.
All right, if you have questions about your house, we'd love to hear from you, so keep them coming. Until next time, I'm Mark McCullough for Ask This Old House. Ooh, nice.
This is warm.
Yeah, I wish I had a marshmallow.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.